So welcome to the third part of the 3 video series of GATE 2022 1 marks organic chemistry question solution. Please pause the video here and read the question properly. Okay, so this is a question of Edman degradation reaction where the phenyl isothiocyanate is actually used. So this reaction helps us to identify the N-terminal amino acids one by one and also degrade them from a peptide. So here a tripeptide has been given to us. So let us first draw a tripeptide with the alkyl part of the particular amino acids present in the peptide being R1, R2 and R3 progressively from the N-terminal to the C-terminal. So this is the tripeptide, as we have these two peptide bonds and there is this NH2 part. So this NH2 in the N-terminal actually attracts the C double bond S, and ultimately the N of phenyl isothiocyanate has a negative charge. So this negative charge present in the phenyl isothiocyanate actually undergoes an intramolecular attack in the next part of the reaction. So as you will see. So let us first draw the overall tripeptide as it is after the reaction of the N-terminal. So as you can see that right next to the carbon containing the R1 alkyl group, there is another amide bond, so which has got the C double bond O part. So here the next attack takes place from the pH N minus, and once again what happens is that the CN bond of the amide bond actually cleaves. So here the degradation happens, the amide degradation. So we get the compound as we have seen M for our compound here. So as you can see that the compound M with the R1 alkyl group can be seen, and along with it we get the overall dipeptide present. So from the tripeptide we have actually degraded one amino acid from the N-terminal, and we can also identify it, and after that the dipeptide remains. And as you can understand from here that the R1 group is present in between the C double bond O and the NH of the final compound. And the dipeptide again proceeds with the same process. The process actually repeats itself. So again the NH2 attacks in the phenyl isothiocyanate and forms another such cyclic hydrogen compound, hydrogen type derivative. Okay, so here then the alkyl group is R2. So in our case, that is in the question that has been given, so we can see that M has actually been said to be R1 being H. So as we have seen, hence we know that in which type of amino acid does the alkyl group is H is basically glycine. So it is the simplest type of amino acid. Hence our first amino acid, that is from the N-terminal, the first amino acid is glycine. So that we have identified. Okay. So in the next case, as we will see that the R1 in our case, that is the N compound that has been given, the R1 is basically the PHCH2. So as we know that PHCH2 whenever is present as an alkyl group in amino acid is the phenylalanine amino acid. So hence we understand that our second amino acid from the N-terminal for this reaction is phenylalanine. So we understand that in our tripeptide, the first two amino acids starting from the N-terminal going towards the C-terminal is glycine and then phenylalanine. Thirdly, the amino acid that has been given to us as the compound O is basically valine, having the CH3 whole twice CH as the R group, so which is the C-terminal amino acid. Hence the tripeptide that is given in our question, the tripeptide sequence is glycine, phenylalanine, valine. Okay. So with this, the answer to this question has been done. So I have not provided the options. You can just check the answer. It's no problem. So okay. So then we can go towards the last 1 mark question that has been given. So here also we that is given in GATE 2022. So here also they want to find out the major product in a following reaction. So what has been given to us is a pyridine molecule with derivatives 2-bromo and 1 ortho-O-Me. So they have been given the reagents as NBULI Et2O at minus 100 degrees centigrade and an aldehyde PCHO at minus 78 degrees centigrade. So as you can understand this in this question, obviously ortholithiation is going to happen, where a halogen exchange, a lithium halogen exchange is going to take place, where the bromine is exchanged in place of the lithium. So what is the fact is that this exchange is actually a very facile reaction. The reason being that why it is a very fast reaction, or why it is a reaction that is very easy to perform, is because that the NBULI, the lithium is actually present in a sp3 hybridized carbon, so hence the negative charge is based on an sp3 hybridized carbon, which is not that good. Whereas in case of the benzene ring, what happens is that the bromine is present in a carbon which is sp2, so when the bromine is actually actually exchanged using the lithium, the negative charge actually concentrated on an sp2 hybridized carbon, which is actually more negative than the sp3, because the s character in sp2 is more than what is in sp3, because sp3 has got 25% s character and sp2 has got 33.3% s character. Hence the negative charge in the sp2 hybridized carbon is much stabler, much more stable, and hence it is better reaction. So what happens is that this ortholithiation is also favored in this case. So there are two bromine groups, but the bromine to whose ortho there is the OMe part is actually favored, because the oxygen of the OMe actually can also forms, also chelates with the lithium plus, and hence it is a more stable cyclic structure is present in the particular carbon ion intermediate. So what we see is that the NBULI when present is actually NBUBr leaves out, and we get the ortholithiation, and there is this chelate formation, and the bromine on the other side remains untouched. After that, the negative charge that has formed actually attacks to the carbonyl compound PaCHO, as has been given here, and in the presence of acid, this reaction proceeds as we can understand, where we get the following compound as the product, and hence this is the answer. So this is actually the option A in the original question, so it is the correct option. Yeah. So hopefully you have understood the question. So thank you for listening to the video, and of course follow for the 2 marks questions that have been coming in GATE 2022, organic chemistry and others. And yeah, so thank you, and also please subscribe so that you can get the notification when the new video arrives. Thank you.